Welcome to our podcast. We'll figure something out. We're your hostess with the mostest, Sisters. I'm Amy.
And I'm Katie.
And we're back with another episode. Lucky for everybody. Today, we're talking about pets.
We love them.
We love them all. We're talking about childhood pets. We're talking about current pets. We're talking about other people's pets.
Yeah.
And all of the things that has happened to us with pets. With pets. So we'll start off with the first pet that I remember. And her name was Sissy. She was a farm dog. I said she was a...
Queensland Heeler.
Yes. So like Bluey.
Yeah,
maybe.
Bluey.
So I was little. And you weren't born. You never saw her.
I don't think so.
No.
I think I've seen like pictures of her. That's why when you said, I'm not sure what kind of dog she was, and then I'm like, wait, she looked like Bluey. Like,
we said a mutt, and then we're like, oh, it's Bluey.
Bluey.
That's who it is. But I don't remember much of her. I just remember her in the backyard. But I remember she'd always jump the fence. Like, I'm talking about a 6-foot fence, jumping the fence.
She got hops.
Yeah, she got hops, She got hops. So she would always get out. And so, like, the very vivid memory, so it's kind of actually sad memory. Because I remember them saying that we couldn't keep her because she kept jumping the fence. And they couldn't keep her in. So they're like, she needs to go to a farm.
She's a farm dog.
I'm really hoping that's what they really meant.
Oh, no. Do you think? Did
I
you
don't
ever
know.
ask?
I didn't.
We should have asked.
We need to ask.
But,
But I remember being across streets, Bob and Grams, looking across the street.
no.
Because they took me across the street. Look, so she did go to a farm.
She had to have.
She had to have.
I can't see, this is the thing with our parents. I can't see them doing that.
No.
They're not going to lie and
no.
be like, we're going to take them to a farm.
We're going to take them to a farm.
No, they're not.
No, but I remember, so the big window,
Yeah.
and we're looking across the street and seeing somebody pick her up and take her. It was the saddest thing in the entire world. But you know what? They may have lied about pets too. Because we would be driving and I would see cats on the side of the road.
Oh, yeah.
And Mom would say they were just sleeping.
Liar, pants on fire.
Yeah. So maybe, no, I don't think they're lying about that. Okay, so that's Sissy. Not too much memory,
How
just
old
a
were
sad.
you with Sissy?
Oh, I don't know.
Little baby.
Little. Like, I don't know.
Well, it had to be 8 and under.
Yeah, 8 and under, bro.
8 and under.
8 and under. So next one. I don't know if you ever remember the turkey.
Okay, so that's so weird because, like, every once in a while, I'll remember, like, being in a backyard. And then was it over at Pop and Grams at one point?
It was their pet.
Oh,
it
that's
was there.
what it was.
Yes.
Like, I can, like, see, like, little pictures in my head of remembering a turkey in their backyard.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but then I'm like, was that a dream or was that...
No. It was real, and I think he knew tricks.
No.
If I could remember correctly. I don't know. But it was Pop's turkey. And in my head, it was a pet. But come to Thanksgiving time, it wasn't a pet anymore.
So was it, they only had it for like a year?
I think so.
So they raised it
so.
for Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, why?
I don't know, but it was the sweetest thing ever.
That's so sweet. And did you eat it?
I don't remember. But I don't remember it being like a turkey dinner. You know what I'm saying? Like a Thanksgiving, I just all of a sudden it was gone. That's weird. Surprise!
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
No
So
way.
a pet turkey. So that's somebody else though.
No way.
I think the next pet that I remember is Molly, which I think
I was alive for Molly.
you were alive for Molly.
Alive.
Just a little white mutt that I think they got in front of a Walmart. So that kind of she's something in front of a Walmart, dude.
Super Walmart?
So yeah, it was a Christmas gift.
For you?
Yes.
Aww. Did it have a bow?
I think it was in a box.
They're cute.
Yeah, it was in a box.
Aww.
So Mom talked Dad into it probably, and that's it. So that dog was crazy because
I remember Dad getting mad at her a lot.
yeah, she was a little dog, and she would escape. Period.
Escape artist.
Escape artist. She would beat me to school sometimes, And I had a friend bring her all the way home. And they're like, it's not our dog. You know, don't bring her back home. JK. But, no, I really don't know. I think she got sick.
So we had her for a long time.
We had her for a while, yeah. But she got sick. Also, another funny story is we live by a dam. And it was going to overspill.
Mm-hmm.
And we were
back then, too?
Yeah. We were going to get about like 4 feet of water. And I think 4 feet came right up to our door.
Wow.
So we had to evacuate.
Yeah.
So they had people going down the street telling you to evacuate.
Like in boats?
No, there was no water yet.
Oh, before.
But like I think
you got out before.
It's like, it's a core memory like of sirens and like people.
How scary.
Yeah. So we went to Grandma Fern's. So so we had to go to Grandma Fern's, and what it was is the water was going to hit the railroad tracks, and not the railroad tracks. Which now I kind of think about railroad tracks. Really,
like the
railroad tracks are really going to stop it. Anyways,
so she chewed through the leash.
Yeah. So she threw. Yes. Say it again.
So she chewed through the leash.
Yeah, she chewed through the leash. I don't know if she chewed up anything else there, but she just was kind of a rotten dog.
So she got left at home?
No, we took her with us.
Oh. But did you get to play pool?
Her with us. I did not get to play pool there.
Never got to play pool.
Never got to play. Never. That was a look and don't touch pool table.
Don't you dare even look at it.
Yeah. So anyways, dam did not overspill. We were good to go. Came back home. And that's really all I can remember about her. I think she got sick. But when you're little, you don't really understand what's going on, you know?
Yeah, you don't.
So I don't know. We'll have to kind of talk to Mom about that one. Find out what happened there.
We'll
figure that one out.
What happened, really happened. Now that we're adults and we can, take it.
Maybe.
Probably not. We'll be crying.
So, what? I think that's the last pet. Like, I don't think we had any other little
dogs.
No.
Is that when Mokeek came?
Yes, I think that's your story to tell.
So we didn't get a cat.
No, we didn't get a cat.
What happened was we were in the backyard. Was I even old enough to be at school?
No, no, I don't think so.
So I was hanging out with my dad like I always did. So we did. What I did,
like a burn pile or something.
They were putting in a new fence.
Okay.
The whole back new fence.
Okay.
And I'm just out hanging out, doing what I do, messing around. But I was eating jerky. Homemade jerky.
Homemade jerky, okay.
And this little kitten comes up, this little black kitten, like perfection. There was no white, no any other color. She's just perfect.
And there was no other cats?
Just
one. Just one.
And she comes up and I start feeding her jerky. And then she never left.
She never left. And Dad's not really a cat person.
No.
We're not really cat people.
We're not really, no.
No, we're not really cat people.
Except for her. I have friends that have cats, which I love on them when I'm there or whatever. But I'm not really a cat person. I wouldn't want to pet cat again, I don't think. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Unless it just came into your life.
And then take it.
Yeah.
But don't bring me a cat.
Nobody bring cats.
On it. I'm just saying I would. But she, we were pretty close.
Yeah.
We were pretty close. And how did we come up with her name?
So her name is Mokeek.
Mokeek.
But we would call her Mo. Or Meow.
Yeah, we'd call her Meow.
But Kate just found out really why we called her Mokeek the other day.
Yeah, because I was like,
she had no clue.
Name her that.
So Dad would always be like, Mokeek, move out of the way, kitty.
Yeah, move kitty.
Yeah, move Kiki. And so it was always, we want Mokeek. So Dad basically named her because he was like, skeet,
get out of the way. Pretty much. But she even had her own little house. Dad built her house and painted it the same color as our house.
Yes.
And then painted Mokeek.
He did! Yes. I totally forgot about that.
So she stayed, but she was an outside cat. But, and then she had babies.
She had 2 sets of babies.
Yeah, how many though? A lot.
I think 3 or 4 each time.
This is a core memory. you bawling when people came to pick up the
cats. Yeah.
I mean, you were hysterical.
No,
I can't get rid of them.
No.
And I'm like, why?
What?
Why? We had like 20 cats.
So the first time she had kittens, I actually was at home and saw it. I think I was sick from school.
Yes.
And I actually was home, and I was like, oh, this is what happens. Oh, good Lord.
I remember watching it.
Yeah.
That's so weird, right?
So, yeah. So she had 2 litters. Yeah. One time she had litters, so we had little kittens, and one of the cats came home doused in gasoline.
Yes.
Gasoline. I think our neighbor had
a couple of them.
Yeah, had
gasoline on
been
them.
a little naughty, and I don't know what they're going to do with my kitties, but, you know, being young, I was just like a mess, and I had a friend over, and just picture trying to put a kitty in a bath.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember that.
And trying to wash it off while you're bawling. Yeah, that was bad.
That was bad.
That was horrible.
I thought they were going to die. Like, the way everybody was acting, I thought they were dying. Because I'm like, they said something about gasoline, and I'm like, oh, she's going to die.
Yeah, it was all bad. That was sad.
That was really, like, who in their right mind would even do that?
It's the first I've ever heard.
Never in my life.
Pretty sad. I mean, stunk.
Yeah.
Like
they were drenched.
Yeah, it was bad.
And they were just crying.
Yep.
They're probably in their eyes.
Yeah, I know. So that's why we were in there trying to wash them off.
Oh, that's so
sad. I don't know. It was clinging everywhere and everything, dude. It was all bad. It was all bad.
Yeah, so she was outside cat until I think, like, after that. Well, I got older. We had her forever.
Yeah, she'd sneak in.
So she'd sneak.
That's what would happen.
Somebody knock at the door, and Dad would answer it. But he would barely even open it, and she'd slither right on in. And she'd just head up the stairs straight to the bedroom.
She'd walk like the side, like the wall.
Yeah, her little tail would just slither against the wall all the way around, and then all of a sudden she'd hit those stairs and just like, boom,
beeline up there, dude.
Right up
Once up there, it's all off.
So she would like come into my room because I let her, because somebody else wouldn't let her in her room. I wouldn't. Because she didn't like this.
She'd do that crap, and that was just so annoying.
Kick her out and yell at her. I'm like, come on, Mo. She don't want you in there. So we had, so that was like up until she passed away. She would come in.
Yeah, she would do that.
Because I remember before, when she got sick, because she got sick.
Yeah, she did.
She went blind. And she had never made accidents in the house.
No,
we didn't have a litter box or anything.
No.
She was almost like a dog. Like, she knew to go outside. Yeah. But when she got sick, she was blind, and she must have had to go poop because she pooped in her water bowl. I remember.
I don't think Mom already told, or I don't think Mom ever told Dad.
No.
Because she was afraid that he would say, okay, you're done.
No, I remember. It was a little like, her water bowl? You know what water bowl?
Well, her water bowl was probably...
I know exactly what it was. It was a Smart Ones TV dinner. It's not reusable. It's a stick of Smart
Ones. What are Mom's Smart Ones?
Mom just cleaned it out. It's Mo's water bowl.
Double us dinner, Mo's water bowl.
But yeah, I remember
that was sad.
In it, and we're like,
yeah, that was sad.
It was really sad. But she had got fixed.
Yeah, she did. I don't know. Yeah, she had gotten fixed. So she had the 2 litters, and the neighbor was like, told Mom, you know, I could take her in and get her fixed for free, right? And she's like, well, they just tag her.
We don't know what that is.
So just tag her. So, like, you know, Mom told us, you know, neighbor could take her in. They're gonna tag her. Probably just put like a little tattoo on her.
Because I think they've done that. I think I've seen that somewhere where they do like 2 little dots on their belly or something.
But like if there's hair growing, nobody's gonna be looking to see if. Anyways, so they said, yeah, we'll tag her. So we let the neighbor take her in.
Why?
I don't know. And that poor kitten came back in a crate, and she was so out of it.
Remember, her belly was green.
Yes.
Why?
I think
now that I think about it, it was bloated and green.
Maybe something to clean it or something.
It could have been, huh?
I don't know, but she done got her ear chopped off. And
straight up. Like somebody took scissors and just went shoop.
So she had like This
one and a half.
And
that was what was so special about her.
Yes.
She had a half a
The
year,
poor thing. Poor thing. What, like...
She was the cutest thing.
Dude, I was so distraught about it. I was so distraught. Oh my gosh, that cat.
Think of Mo.
Just think of Mo, dude.
Think of Mo, man.
She, so when she would sneak in, we were watching, Pop and Graham's birds.
Yes.
They went hunting. With
so
Dad.
Mom's like, yeah, I'll watch your birds.
Yeah, we'll watch your parakeets. Parakeets, yes, parakeets. And, so Mom felt bad for them in the cage, so she would let them out and let them
just fly around
the house. I don't know why. I don't even know. She would let them fly around the house, and
she would.
So Mo did her trick one time because somebody came to the door.
Yeah, so she snuck in.
So she slithered on in, not paying attention, and so she's talking to who was at the door, and he's like, Michelle, your cat. And we look over, and that cat's got the bird down, like pinned down, and we were like, oh.
I don't even remember, was the bird even saying anything?
I think it was screaming.
Oh. Screaming.
But we were like, oh my God, this bird's going to die on our, what do we do?
Because that was like their thing.
Yeah.
Their birds.
Was their birds. Like, we didn't know what to do. Like, so we just panicked and just ran in there, and we were just like, I don't know. I really don't know. We were just like
pure chaos.
Yeah. So I don't know if the bird got. I mean, there was feathers everywhere.
It didn't die.
It didn't die.
Mo let go. I think
Mo let go.
Scared her.
Yeah, Mo let go. So that's pretty funny.
She got that stinking thing. Say that. She ain't messing around.
There's no bird in my house. Basically.
That's what she was saying.
When we had Mo, we finally got a dog.
We finally got him talked into a dog.
We
hadn't had a dog for years.
No. I had float building in high school, and the people that we had float building at had a litter of labs, and it was a yellow lab, and we finally talked Dad into it. So we had Mo and Becky at the same time. So she started out as an inside dog, little baby Becky, but she liked to bite.
She was a biter.
But
she was a biter.
Kate would wake up like
I still do.
Wake up at 5 a.m. by herself.
Yeah.
So she'd be out there with the dog.
Yeah.
By herself, and she had a little squirt bottle. And so every time she'd go bite or go after her, you would just squirt her in the face.
Squirt her in the face because she'd stop.
We would wake up in the morning and that dang dog's face would be just drenched, completely drenched.
But she wasn't biting.
But she wasn't biting. Yeah.
I tell you that. She'd finally stopped biting.
So we went to we had just gotten her because it was football season.
Mm-hmm.
We went to a football game.
Yes.
Far away. So Dad had put it must have been an old closet door.
There's an extra door laying around.
Just an extra door laying around the house. Who knows where it came from? It blocked it off in the kitchen so she'd stay in the kitchen.
Yeah, so she pooped.
So
it wasn't on.
So
carpet.
Pop would have to come across the street to check on her.
Yeah.
But he had came and checked on her, but she had somehow weaseled her way up the stairs and down into the carpet and had pooped everywhere. And I think he stepped on it when he walked in, and it was just tracked all over the house.
It was all bad.
We're like, okay.
This is why we don't get a dog.
This is why we don't get a dog.
All that stuff.
She was funny.
She was definitely her own.
Yeah.
Personality and everything. She was different.
So she ended up getting to be an outside dog.
Yeah, so sad.
It was so sad, but every chance we could.
Oh. For real.
Mom and Dad would leave. Becky's coming in the house.
You already know.
We already know. She wants on the couch. She getting on the couch.
On the couch.
You know? It was like a free-for-all.
It was like as soon as they pull out that driveway.
Yeah.
We open that back door. Come
on in, Becky.
It's like she knew.
She knew, dude. She knew. She got out one time.
She would get out a lot.
Yeah.
Because we had a chain link fence, but it was a removable one. So it had built-in doors on each side of like the house and the garage, and then the inside fence could move so that if there's something in the backyard, it could get pulled out. So you just slide the fence, slide it back. But if it didn't get perfectly put back, there was this one little spot where she'd sneak out of the fence.
Yeah.
And it was like, dude, who didn't latch the gate right?
Who didn't pull it back right?
Come on. And then I remember she got so smart she could like.
She did.
So we had little locks in the thing, and then I remember people would take them off and I'll put them back. Yeah, then I get blamed for it, and I think it was you.
Yeah, it was probably me.
You're like, I didn't put it back.
But it was a storm, and she got out, and she was out all night, and we didn't know, and we woke up. I think the fence was blown down then.
That's what happened. It got blown down.
Yeah, and we were running around balling. Yeah, I was balling, dude.
Mom was driving the truck.
I think Dad was at church.
I think so. Mom was driving the truck, and I was on the passenger side with the windows down. And it's just pouring.
Yeah.
It was like hailing.
Yeah.
And did you have shoes or flip-flops?
Yeah, probably flip-flops.
Okay. And you were running across the field, and I'm like, we're just screaming her name. And I don't even think you could really hear your voice because you were crying so hard looking for her. But I just remember you like, I think you didn't even ever get back in the truck. You literally just ran all the way home.
No.
Because we finally found her.
She was at the school.
And then you chased her home, right?
I yelled at her and said, get back home. And I think she beat me back home.
I think so. Because by the time we pulled in, she was back.
She was there. She was like, okay, we're back. I'm back. She was a scaredy cat.
Yeah.
Scaredy cat, too.
She was.
It was like fireworks. And she would get herself.
We'd put her in the laundry room.
Put her in the laundry room. But before that, we found her underneath the porch.
She could get stuck
and Dad had to like take the back porch boards out so she could get out.
Because she'd get in but couldn't get out.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I forgot. He'd get so mad. Have to drill it apart.
Yeah, dude, get the dog out. Get her little head sticking out.
Becky.
We I think it was either maybe your 16th birthday.
Becky's?
Becky, no, yours.
I was like, did we have a party?
It's a surprise. She came to my house so that we could have a party in the backyard. Yeah. Well, we had gophers, and she got them all. I don't know if she scared them or what, but she got them all. It was pretty funny.
That was funny. Because you guys had a really bad problem
with
them,
a really bad.
You couldn't get rid of them.
No,
that was the problem.
And she came. Morgan will tell you this day, dude. It was all Becky. Okay, so she ended up getting sick, and she ended up passing away. But like, I could not go in their backyard for like months. It was like the saddest thing.
All I thought was, because Dad did get attached to her.
Yeah.
Because he was outside with her.
Yeah.
So no matter what he says, he got really attached to her. Because remember when he'd go hunting?
Dude.
And he'd come home and he'd pick her up and she'd pee all over him.
She'd pee all over him.
So
yeah.
So I remember saying, because I think he took her out to one of his friend's house and he buried her.
Yes.
And I'm like, I couldn't even imagine.
Nope.
I couldn't even imagine having to do that.
Nope.
And then knowing us at home, all three of us bawling our eyes out, thinking about it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how sad he had to do that. It makes me so sad that he had to do that.
I forgot one time. That is sad. But Mom fed her chicken and dumplings.
Dude, I was going to wonder if you were going to say the chicken and dumplings.
She fed her probably a whole crock shed.
the quart one. That's what it was.
With the butter.
Like the is it 4
Anybody else's mom do that?
Crock shed.
Of chicken and dumplings, and she threw them up everywhere.
It was whole.
It was all whole. She didn't even chew it up. She threw it up everywhere.
It was everywhere. Like, dude, come on, you swallowed that whole. Nothing digested, dude. But in between, we did have some hermit crabs.
Yes.
Amy got them for me for my birthday.
I went to the mall when they had the hermit crab kiosk in the middle of the mall. Because she said she wanted hermit crabs.
I did. I wanted them so bad.
So bad. So I went and got them. I think 2.
I had 2, and they were Hawaiian print, like a Hawaiian
flower.
That's
what it was.
And they glow in the dark.
That's what it was.
That's why I was still confused how we lost one. Because it blew in the dark. So, you were supposed to give them baths.
Yeah.
So, we had them for a while. One of them died.
But how was that a good idea to sell hermit crabs in a mall?
It's really weird.
Yeah.
really weird. Because why?
Why? I don't know.
But
they got us.
They had their own little house, their little shindig.
Yeah.
They had a little like coconut.
It was a coconut
and
house.
Go in there and sleep. Mind you, I don't even like. I don't want to touch it.
No.
So Mom would give it bath.
Yes.
Guess what the bath was? A Smart One bowl. It did the black clothes. So she'd like put in its little bowl with a little bit of water, and it'd take its bath.
Yeah.
And so she'd like do that, and then go get ready, and then okay, they're done. Put them back in there. So I only had one left. And one morning, I think she was getting ready for church, and she's giving it a bath. And she's in there getting ready, and she goes out, and it's missing.
The case of the missing Hermie.
Like, it was gone.
It was gone.
And we looked everywhere.
I thought it was in, like, the bricks. Like, there's, like, those little spots.
Cracks.
I thought maybe they were stuck in there.
Because it got stuck there before.
Okay, that's probably why, yeah.
Because I would let it play up there sometimes.
Yeah.
And, like, let it walk around. And it would get stuck in
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we thought maybe it fell down in there. And we're like, well, it's gone now.
It's gone now. What are we going to do?
So I'm pretty sure it was, like, a week.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
it was a week.
Church the next week. Yeah. Dad was going to church, and he went to shut his bedroom door, and it stopped on something, and that stinking hermit crab was sitting there, still alive.
It was like a free-for-all around the house.
Like, what?
I don't know. How did we not... Like, it's glow in the dark.
It's literally glue in the dark. How do you lose it? Our house isn't that big. It didn't climb the stairs.
I don't know.
Maybe it did have a week. Who knows?
Dude, it had a week. It could have went anywhere. Honestly.
Who knows?
Like, I mean, how did Mo not get it? That's another thing we were afraid about Mo getting.
Like maybe Mo snatched it up.
Mo snatched it up. I don't know. She got a bird one time. You know?
Yeah, so I don't know why, but...
Was that the only time you had him?
Mm-hmm.
Or did you, okay.
I never got him again.
Never got him again.
So we'd always randomly get betta fish, though.
I feel like we always had betta fish in the living room, in that corner.
In a vase. Never, ever have we ever had a fish tank.
I don't think so. Nope.
It's a vase where it was probably from like one of our recitals or flowers from our recital, and they were like, we saved the vase.
We saved the vase.
Use it as fish tank later.
Why not? And because betta fish, they didn't need like oxygen or whatever.
Whatever it is, the bubbles.
They don't need the bubbles, or they didn't need like.
That's why we were allowed to have them.
Oh yeah, they were just super easy. Yeah.
And I never cleaned the tank either.
No, I couldn't do it. It's disgusting.
So Mom had to do that.
Mom had to do that one too. So we went on a camping trip during the summer, and then we got home, and it wasn't in the tank. It wasn't in the tank, and we're like, where is it? It was on the floor, dried up.
It's all on the floor.
So we saw it on the floor, and it basically had jumped out of its own tank. And it was funny because I was talking to Dad about this the other day, because he's like, I think because it was in the summer and they didn't have the air on in the house because we weren't home, that maybe the water got hot.
Fish fry. Because remember it being so hot. I remember being so hot, we'd come home and you had these cute little like candles.
Oh, and they were like, dude, that was bad.
Because it was so hot.
Yeah.
Like, that's not even normal.
So that poor fish was like either like boiling to death or just decided.
Fish fry, baby.
Or just jump out. One or the other. Yeah. That was his odds.
That was all bad.
That was it. That was sad. So we've had a couple of those. I don't remember any of the other ones. I just remember that one.
Yeah.
I want to say it was blue.
Like purple blue,
yeah. So I think that's really all like childhood pets that I could think of. So I don't know. I told myself I would never buy it. Like, never get a dog.
I never was someone to be like, I have to have a dog.
I think after Becky, it was like, I do not think.
Mess up. Like, I was messed up after that. I was like, I don't know if I could ever do another dog.
Because I know what's going to happen. You know, I don't want that to happen. So we decided, why not?
Why not?
Why not? Our cousins had a litter.
A litter of pups.
And the kids and Morgan talked me into it. Why did you decide?
Well, because Brian said, that he always had a dog. Being raised up, he always had a dog. So it was like weird not to have a dog. So we literally got a dog a couple months after we got married.
Yeah, you did.
So it's never just been us two. We've
no, that's true. Somebody there.
So yeah, he was like, there wasn't even a question. I don't even think I got to say. It was just like, we're getting
the dog.
They asked us if we would want one, and he's like, oh, we're getting it.
We're getting it. It took me a couple days of going back and forth.
Which I was okay with, because I'm like, what else do we have to lose? Let's do it. Let's do it.
What else? I just was worried. I don't like the end result, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know why. I'm just like, I don't know, like, if I don't get one, then I don't have to deal with it. You know, I don't have to deal with that.
That's what it is.
But, no, they finally talked me into it, and I remember we went over there. I think, did you already pick yours out?
Yeah, we had went different, I think, like, the day before we went, like, just to see them.
Just to see them.
And then they're like, oh, you could pick out which one. Except there was one that, there was, like, a boy dog.
Yes.
That was already picked out for somebody else.
Okay.
But they're like, you can have whatever you want.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, okay. So I went over and was holding them, and there was, like, ones that were just whining, and I'm like, dude.
Nope.
Dude. And I'm like, I finally get this one, and she was so calm, and she just fell asleep. And then they're like, yeah, there's one in here that has a crooked tail. And I'm like, yeah. And I grabbed mine, and it's got the crooked tail. So I got the crooked tail, girl.
You did. That's so sweet.
But then I think he went the next day.
You went with me.
I did.
Yeah, it was just me.
Yes.
So I went to go pick mine out.
Yes.
And this all new to me.
Like, what
am I to just pick a dog? Like, what? I knew I wanted a girl.
Yeah.
So I think there was only two. There were only a couple to pick from after that.
Yeah.
So they let them out of a little pen thing,
mm-hmm.
and one went underneath.
Hiding
Underneath the dresser, I think is what it was. And they're like, "Oh, that's a hider. She likes to hide." And I'm like, "Oh,
perfect."
But she was just so chubby and so cute.
We call her Double D.
Yeah.
Before we even knew her, we call her Double D.
Yeah. So
she's a big old girl.
Yeah. So I had to pick her, and sure enough, she was the one that likes to hide. She still likes to hide and sleep. Seriously, underneath beds. I remember telling them, they're like, "Oh, they're ready. You can come get them." And I'm like, "Well, Morgan's at work, and he's gonna have a vacation."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, not a vacation. He's gonna have a weekend off. And I was like, let's wait till the weekend.
Yeah,
because I'm not gonna do this dog by myself.
Well, Brian couldn't take it any longer.
Yeah,
he texted and was like, "Can we go earlier?"
Yeah,
so we picked her up even earlier.
You did.
So that was the problem.
Crooked tail and all.
So, did you guys have her name picked out before you got her?
Yes.
Like, before you brought her home?
Yes.
So how did you come up with her name? And her name is?
Her name's Dakota. Well,
What's
Dakota.
What's her full name?
Dakota Dougie Little. Because Brody wanted a boy and was going to name it Dougie. And we ended up getting a girl. So Dakota Dougie Little. I'm not really sure why Dakota. I think Morgan picked it out. I don't really know.
Mm-hmm.
We just liked it. She, but I remember picking her up and bringing her home, and Brody, I got a video of it, and he's like, "Please tell me it's not Dakota."
Totally remember that.
He wanted a boy so bad, but it was sad. But yeah. So why'd you pick Bella?
Because
Benna.
Well, she doesn't even know what her real name is.
Well, that's what it is. Her name's Dakota, but we don't call her that at all, ever.
Like, as of right now, her name's Sister Pants. That's her name, is Sister Pants. But her name is Bella Ann Carr. Bella, because I named her after Bella off of Twilight. Because I wanted to call her Bells.
Do you even call her that?
I do sometimes.
Oh, you do? Okay,
yeah.
okay.
But she started with Bella. But now it's Sister Pants. But she's had, like, is my baby girl.
Yes.
And then it ended up Is.
Just
we
is.
would just call her Is, so we didn't have to say Is my baby girl. Like, I swear she doesn't know her name.
No.
She's just
No.
like, dude.
No. Tobers.
Tobes.
Yeah. Tona.
Too
Pretty
many.
Princess. I mean,
Pretty Princess. Yeah.
Too many. But we picked him up, and like I said, I didn't want to. I wanted to wait till Morgan was off. So we went and got her, and we had another dam situation.
Yep. Good old dam.
The old spillway was going to flood the valley.
There's a flood.
It was going to be another flood, so we had to evacuate with 2 puppies.
And I was trying to get home because I was in the town.
You were in the town.
It was going to flood. And I remember driving my little Fiesta. Skirty.
Fiesta.
I was putting that
I don't know how you got home that quick.
gas. Like, I don't know. I'm telling you, God was watching me because I still to this day don't understand because I remember my boss at the time, people were running. Like, it looked like a movie.
Yeah,
I remember looking
yeah.
out the window and people were running to their cars like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Nothing's going on. Nothing's going on. I'm like, no,
bro,
something's going
on.
And so I remember somebody was running by and opened the door like, the dam's gonna break. And I'm like, I told you, we gotta go. And she's like trying to figure everything out. But I remember getting in my car and I was just
you were skirting, dude.
And I remember watching my rear mirror. I'm like, dude, what if
I see that you're waiting for the water? You're waiting for the water in the back.
I don't know. I don't know how I made it. Well, because it didn't break.
But in your mind,
that's
you were
all I was like, that's gonna be the last thing I see.
Yeah.
That water in my rear mirror. But we got home.
So we did get home, and so we had to evacuate with 2 dogs.
2 dogs.
We had to pick up my mother-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
Morgan had bought tons of water, and tons of green beans before because we had heard that maybe something may happen, but he wanted to be prepared.
He was always prepared though. Like,
we had all the green
worried.
beans, but no can opener. So when he picked up my mother, when he picked up his mom, she's like, because we had told her a story before because it was a basketball game, and she's like, we gotta get a can.
She's like, bring the can opener. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure something out. We have it. So anyway, we couldn't find a hotel anywhere.
No, I felt like we drove for days.
Yeah, we had to drive over an hour. Well, I mean, an hour away from where we're at, but it was longer.
Mm-hmm.
But so we had in a hotel. How many people?
So me, Brian, Mom and Dad, GK, you, Morgan, Allie, Brody, and Morgan's mom.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
2 dogs, another dog, and a cat.
And a cat. In
2 rooms.
It was 2 rooms.
But 1 room.
But 1 room. We were all in.
We were all
with dogs. Room. So that was our first, like, we had these dogs in this hotel room.
They were literally like this big.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
What are you even supposed to do with it?
No. I don't know what to do.
It was like a first-time mom situation.
Yeah.
Like, what are we supposed to do? I remember Ryan had because all I was worried about was the dog.
Yeah.
And the food. But he's like, I gotta take care of, she's already in the car. I got the food. And he had the big old, probably like 30-pound dog food. I'm like, she ain't gonna starve. That's all I'm worried about. She ain't gonna starve.
It's gonna starve. So that was that. So that was our first, 48 hours with them.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so we got to come home. We're good to go.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean, we're still eating green beans, but it's okay.
They have green bean casseroles.
Lots of green bean casseroles. They have been just comical, just everything.
They're literally people.
Yes.
Like, you hear people say, oh, I love my animal. No. We love our dogs.
We love our dogs.
Yeah. Don't disrespect me and say my dog's not my, kid.
Yes.
Because people are like, that's so stupid when people say that. No. Because she was my firstborn.
Yeah.
She honestly, it's probably stupid, but she's kind of, trained me to be a mom.
No. Yeah.
It's like a responsibility.
No, yeah.
Like, you should get a dog before you have a baby.
I mean, my camera roll is full of dog pictures.
Yeah.
And videos.
It's just black, 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 black. Because our dogs are black. So it's just like, then they're little beady eyes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They're the cutest things ever.
So they're sisters.
They're sisters.
Sister dogs.
Yes.
And they're just funny.
They
have their own personalities.
Yes. So I would, when you were still at work,
yes,
Bella would come over for daycare.
She'd come to daycare.
So they like to fight, like tussle. Like we call it tussle time.
It's tussle time.
They tussle time, and then they're like, we're over it, and then they go find their own like ways to sleep somewhere else. But one time I was babysitting them or babysitting Bella, and they came in the kitchen and they were drenched from outside, and I'm like, what? I don't get it.
It wasn't raining.
I mean, like, Bella had her legs wet.
Yeah, just like right here.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit, but Coda was like full on like drenched, like it had been raining outside.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there, and I think I thought about it for like 5 seconds, and then all of a sudden it dawned on me. I'm like, they broke the fence and they got into the neighbor's pool.
Not for a little dip.
So I walked outside and there was the fence, and all I could think of is Coda's telling Bella, like, come on, let's go swimming. And
swim.
Bella's like, I'll just get on the stairs.
I don't know about this.
I don't know about
He's
this.
gonna be mad.
And then Coda's like, cannonball! You know, like,
That's
how does
literally
this even happen?
That's literally what it is. Because it's almost like Bella's like the older sister.
Yes.
Like, I still want to have fun, but we probably shouldn't do it.
But this is our only chance. I'm just going to get my feet wet, though.
Am I going to get a lot of trouble?
Gosh. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. You can't even, like, explain them.
No.
They're, like, the most just, like, I don't know.
Like Coda, she's she wants attention. So she will grab anything and everything.
Anything and everything.
I mean, she's had a knife in her mouth.
Mm-hmm.
She's had like a screwdriver.
Morgan's wallet.
She strung Morgan's wallet the whole backyard.
Yeah.
Remote. She loves remotes. We literally have to buy like a pack of Roku remotes so that we'll, if the kids don't put it up, she's gonna grab it, and she knows that's something to grab. That like, and we've messed up because
that's almost like a daily thing.
We give her a treat.
Yeah.
The minute she hears me and Morgan talking in the morning, it's like game on. So like Morgan's always like, just whisper. We'll just talk like that.
Like she can hear your eye.
Yeah. No. Exactly. Exactly. She'll bring you socks. She's ate underwear and thrown them up. She's got a razor before.
Mm-hmm.
She this is a funny story. She had eaten a tampon, and it's the same thing Becky had. Becky had one in her mouth, and Mom was chasing her around the backyard.
What it was, yeah.
That's what it was. Becky liked to do that too.
She was a little rotten.
Because she got a hold of one of my friend's Nokias.
Oh, yeah.
And it was light up it was dark in the backyard, and she ran around with that.
I remember that.
So maybe Coda's got a little bit of Becky in her.
Yeah.
She, I forgot what I was saying. So she had chewed up a tampon, and so we were panicking because we're like, what if that's inside of her? Because it was a not, she had got it out of the drawer, and took the wrapper off, did it all.
Mm-hmm.
And so we couldn't find any more, so that's what we assumed. So we're like, what are we going to do? So I'm sitting on the chair, and Morgan's over on the couch, and he calls the vet.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did, dude. So he calls the vet, and he's like, we think our dog chewed up a tampon and ate it. What should we do? I'm like, why am I not videotaping this? But we were stressed out. But she's good.
She's all good. She survived.
Yeah. She Morgan likes to sleep with earplugs. She will eat earplugs, and we'll find them in the backyard. Yep. And I made reindeer food.
Yeah.
make reindeer food, and she ate some reindeer food up here, and so she had some sparkly poop outside. And it was so funny. We were talking about this the other day because we're like, Morgan's like, I'm gonna get some rose petals and put some rose petals and a heart on the bed for you, like Valentine's Day. And so we started laughing, like, yeah, right, I'll just go out and get some grass outside and we'll just do it. We're like, and so we started like rolling with it. We're like, yeah, it was like a back of a TV remote, some earplugs,
anything and
everything in the backyard. Like we just.
That's funny. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny.
We just kept going back and back. But I mean, I know Bella is like same as Coda. Like she is like my ride or die.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
100%. Like it's like they say like your pets are like your owners, but she's literally exactly like me.
Yeah.
Like she's anxious, just like me.
Yep.
She gets overstimulated, just like me.
Yes.
Just like everything about her is like me. It's the weirdest thing, and she just like she sticks to me every day.
Yeah. No,
like
she does.
her and her dad have a little bond.
Yeah.
But there's a different bond between
it's like a tussle bond.
Yeah, like she knows she gets to like play hard with her dad, but like she used to get to go to work with her dad.
Yes, she did.
And she'd sit in the Jeep all day.
Yeah.
And
she's like the most well-behaved dog ever.
She really is. She really is.
Yeah.
I'm so lucky. Like, she's like the best. She's literally the best. But she was riding on the back of a gator. You remember this?
Yes!
And he was taking stuff and doing their thing like they do all the time. Yeah. Riding on the back of the gator, and she fell off, and he thought he killed her.
She was scraped up, dude.
Oh, dude, she scraped her whole nose, and it was like, it was a bloody mess. I remember him coming home, and his face was white as a ghost. And he's, oh my God. And I'm like, what happened? And he's like, don't look at her face. Don't look at her face. And I remember just the blood. And then we cleaned it, and there were scars. And I'm like, is she going to be like that forever?
Scarface.
That's literally what it was, but she finally healed up about it. But yeah, so that was like her dad era.
Yeah.
When she got to go to work with him every day.
Yep.
And then when her dad got a new job, it wasn't
well,
the same.
then you were stayed home.
Yeah. So, she's with me every day, but she
doesn't come to daycare anymore.
No, she doesn't get to come to daycare. She does come over sometimes when there's not a lot going on. But I honestly don't know how some days I'm going to cry.
Bro.
Whoa.
I told you.
What's
I cry sometimes.
That some days I can't get through the day without her.
Nope.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
Like, she drives me insane. But I don't know what I would do without her. Like, I think about it sometimes, and I'm like, what am I literally going to do? I can't. That day can't come.
No.
She's got to live forever.
She's got to live forever,
because
dude.
I don't know.
Emotional support system.
That's what it is. She's like a service dog.
Yeah, service dog.
Like, I remember when I was pregnant, she, like, knew.
Yeah.
When I first was pregnant, I remember just acting so weird.
Yeah.
And she's like, she knew.
She knew, dude.
And then she'd always literally lay her head on my belly. And I don't really like to be touched. But
with her, it's okay.
She'd do that. And now even, she's just like, any second she can. She's somebody that has to be touching somebody. It doesn't matter who it is. She's got to be touching somebody.
Do you remember Allie had her prom dress?
Yes.
We went over and she had a big old long train, and she literally laid on the train.
Yeah, she's like, oh.
We're like, dude.
Yeah. She just has to be touching. It's like, it doesn't matter if it's just her little pawpaw.
Yeah.
Her tail.
Anything.
Like, she'll come, my mom and dad will come over, and she'll lay right on their feet while they're just standing there talking. Like, dude. And she's 90 pounds.
Yeah, dude.
So she's not
up in the lap.
Yeah, she thinks she's a lap dog.
They both get up in the lap.
So, Cody's a little easier to deal with.
It's a little bit easier.
Like, she's not as big and hefty.
Yeah.
Bella's just dead weight. But yeah, she is a ride or die.
Ride or die, dude.
She's my ride or die.
She, Coda has gotten me through some freaking dark times. Mm-hmm. Like, she there, just her face.
It's their face for me. And their little ears. It's their face for me.
Like, the kids go to school. Morgan's at work, and I'm here by myself, and it's just like,
What are we gonna do today?
What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do today?
Yeah.
You know, like she literally gets me through the day, and I just love her, dude.
I know. I literally love those.
She sleeps with us.
Yeah.
Right in between us. Like sometimes Morgan will get up to go to the bathroom, and she'll get in his spot. So then it's like a Morgan sandwich.
It's a Morgan sandwich. Yes.
But it's like she pretends but like we try to move her, and she pretends like she's been sleeping all night. We're like, listen,
you were just awake.
You just moved. Like it was just 2 seconds ago. Like what are you doing?
and Bella's so good with Brant.
That's awesome.
She would never do anything to hurt him. And she's just like, she lets him do whatever. He's run.
Oh, I'm sure.
He loves her.
Yeah.
But it's like he'll wake up in the morning looking for her.
Oh,
because she'll be in bed still sometimes, or if she's not out there with me, he'll be, where's Fifty? Where's Fifty at? Fifth! Looking for her. But he's got to know where she's at. But then he's also very on.
Yeah.
Her. But she lets him do whatever.
Like Bella, she doesn't eat his food.
No, that's the one thing,
like,
man.
He'll have his food out and like leave it unattended, and she will not eat it. Like, but if Brant comes over here with a corn dog,
somebody's gonna eat it.
Somebody's gonna eat it. Coda will follow him around until she's got that corn dog in her mouth.
Yeah, she won't stop.
Nope.
And Brant will yell at her no matter.
Nothing, dude. So I don't know. Like Morgan always says, oh, maybe we'll get a little dog after, and I'm just like, I don't think I can ever get another one.
I don't really want it. Brian says, I can never not have a dog. And I'm like, okay, but listen, I'm the one.
Yeah.
That's got to deal with it every day.
Exactly.
And that's not even it. It's just like the thing, having to go through the heartbreak.
Right.
Because you think about like, I want to, like, this is really sick and twisted, but it's like, what's better? Having to put her down or having to find her?
I don't know.
Passed away.
I don't know.
I don't know what to do. Those girls are little precious gems.
Yeah.
Little baby angels.
Little baby angels.
Like, I know when they go to heaven, they're going to be looking after us.
Oh, yeah. I also did tell Morgan, I said, when we go to heaven, I made him make a promise to me. I'm like, in our house, do we get to have all the pets? They all sleep with us.
What all pets?
Like,
how are we going to share?
Becky.
Yeah, who
Mo.
gets Becky?
Well, we're all obviously going to have a
family compound.
A big family compound up there where the fences open up and they can do, it's one big backyard and they go anywhere they want.
That's what it is.
So I'm like, Becky's going to be sleeping with us. She's going to be inside dog.
She mean inside dog.
Mo's going to have 2 ears. You know what I'm saying?
Back.
Your ears will be back. It's like that beta fish will be swimming around. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Mom will be over there giving that hermit bath. It will just.
All will be well.
All will be well. Yes,
that.
Everybody will be taken care of.
They all have halos.
All have halos. Yep. All dogs go to heaven.
Like, I'm seriously, when those gates open, Bella's gonna be sitting right there waiting.
Yep.
Mom. Their little ears.
And Coda might have some underwear in her mouth. I don't know. She gonna be sitting there with a knife in her mouth.
She might.
She'll have something in her mouth.
She will.
I don't know what it's gonna be, but probably her halo.
Probably Bella's halo.
Yeah. Yes.
It's like Coda.
Yes.
Come on, dude.
So I don't know.
They're just pretty precious.
That's our babies. That's all our pets that I could think of.
Yeah. I do have one chicken.
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
So I had a set of chickens a couple years ago, and they all died.
Yeah.
Our setup wasn't as best, so an animal got to them. But we tried it again this year. Last year. We had 6. Started with 6.
Or 6?
Yeah, because we had 4 of the one kind.
Okay.
And then we got 2 of those little, like, hairy ones.
Yeah.
And the little hairy ones didn't even last very long.
They're too cute,
I guess. Hawk got a hold of them in our backyard.
Not the hawk.
Not the hawk. So we had the 4, and they were going good for a long time. Like, I had my whole routine with them. We'd lock them up at night, so they would free range all day.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's the best thing because we had a tick problem, a really, really bad tick problem. And that's like the number one thing is chickens eat ticks. And we have not had one tick since we've had chickens.
So Karen's trucking.
Karen's doing her thing.
She's doing her thing, dude.
Yeah, so we have
a tick-eating machine.
We had 4. And then they'd stay together as a little group.
Yeah.
Always. So every day I'd go open that and let them out. And then they'd stay walking around with each other. And one day I was driving home, I think. I think that's how I found out. Nope, that was a different one. Okay, I came outside to do something. I think I was checking on them or something.
Probably.
And one was missing. And I'm like, I'm so confused.
Yeah,
because they always stay together. And I'm like looking all over the house where she could be. I'm yelling her name because they usually come.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I look out in the road and there she is. And I lost it. I mean, hysterical.
That's horrible.
I was like traumatized.
Yeah.
I remember because Brian was at work and I walked out to the road to make sure that's what it was.
Yeah.
I could see the color of her because she was red.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, that's not it. And I walked out there and I looked down and that's when I lost it. Because her little leg.
Her little leg was up.
It was the leg for me. And I went back. I was hysterical. I called my mom. Thought somebody did die.
Yeah.
And I remember I was like, what to do? So they had to come out. And Dad had to get her, shovel her up, and put her in a little box.
But, like, why was she crossing the road?
That's the thing. Why did she cross the road?
Why?
It's funny now, but it wasn't.
But why is she trying to do
Where
that?
are you going? Because we had them for a while. And then they start, like...
Then they're like, hey.
They would go by the road, but every time a car would come, it would come back. But also, we do have some psycho drivers.
Yes.
Not saying it's their fault, but
yes.
Because I know my chickens went out on the road, and they shouldn't be going out on the road.
Yeah.
Like, that's their fault that they went in the road.
Yeah,
You're going to get ran over, yeah. So, that happened 2 more times.
2 more times.
It wasn't as bad as the first time, but 2 more times happened. So we got one lonely girl.
I think Karen, she was telling them.
Brian says she set it up.
She set it up, I think.
Because she is a lone
one less lonely girl.
She's a lone survivor. And nothing, like, it's the weirdest. She's so weird. Like, she's out there in that storm. I look out the window. She's just walking
in the storm.
She's soaking wet, muddy. Like, what are you doing?
Just want to be by herself.
You have a coop that's warm. What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing? But she's just like, she's pretty cool though. She wants you to pet her.
She sneaks inside sometimes.
She tries to sneak inside.
But Bella's okay with it? Like, no big deal?
She doesn't even mess with her.
Sometimes
she likes to sniff her.
Yeah.
And she lets her sniff her.
That's crazy.
But I'm just like, why?
Why, dude?
Why are we doing this? But she doesn't mess around.
No.
She's pretty cool. I mean,
I would recommend it.
100% recommend.
100%.
I guess you could tell us if you have any funny stories about your
pets
in the comments.
No, that's something I would like to see because I love funny pet stories.
Mm-hmm. I do
love
too.
funny pet stories. Like I think a friend had told me that her lab likes to go in and grab the dish towel in the kitchen. Yes.
Gosh.
So I don't know. I think stories would be good.
Yeah.
I would like that.
I'd love it.
I would love that. So
that would be a good
Make
thing.
sure you
comment below.
We're going to wrap this one up because I think we've talked a lot about our pets.
Yeah.
And make sure you like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
And if you have any other ideas of what you'd like to hear.
Yeah, you can comment.
If you like, keep following. If not, don't watch.
Don't watch. Ding. So yeah, we hope you enjoyed our second episode of We'll Figure Something Out, because we always do. How do we finish it last time?
And we'll see you next week
For another episode.
Peace out.
Peace out.